It's incredible if you think about the fact that back in the day, all of us were sat here straight after an Arsenal game just waiting for Arsenal Fan TV to upload so that we can see the fans just losing their minds. These days, Arsenal fans are only losing their minds because their team is playing incredible football and they might be capable of winning the first Premier League title in years. And in honor of that, today, we're taking on an Arsenal rebuild, but lads, we're doing absolutely no transfers because I believe in this team. But apart from the Premier League, is this team good enough to build a dynasty, a team that can win multiple titles over years, and most importantly, get that glorious Champions League trophy that they never held in their hands? When it comes down to the Arsenal starting 11, I honestly just see strength everywhere. Gabriel Jesus coming across from Manchester City, Pep Guardiola letting him go, Arteta knowing him from his Manchester City days and knowing that this guy could be the next big one. Now, obviously, he had some injury worries this season, but he's still exceptional. Martinelli doing bits on that left-hand side. Always been a player that I personally adored, and Jurgen Klopp does so too. Bukayo Saka, England's biggest talent, or possibly even their best player at the moment. Very close to becoming a legend at Arsenal already by going ahead and winning the Premier League title. And then, of course, Ødegaard, who a lot of people doubted when he went to Real Madrid at a young age. Everyone thought, oh yeah, this kid is decent, but he kind of failed. And now, look at him. He is the captain of Arsenal. He is the one leading the line, and he's going to be the one that's going to lift that trophy. How insane is that? Thomas Partey coming into the squad, 29 years old. That is someone we have to keep an eye on because obviously he might have to be replaced anytime soon. Jorginho, obviously not any younger, has joined in. Now, I'm going to personally play with Zinchenko at CDM because he actually goes up massively in that position. I didn't even know that. And that allows us to use Tierney as a left back. And Tierney obviously is a great player too. And at the back line, Saliba, so good. I'm telling you guys, when I watched Marseille in the season before he joined Arsenal, I at least watched 15 games of his. He was incredible, absolutely outstanding as a centre-back. And I thought, man, if Arsenal get this kid in alongside Gabriel, he could be special. And he basically forced Ben White into the right-back position. And it is working. Ben White is doing a decent job there. And you have a goalkeeper that is just as nuts as the fans. He is someone that really is so fun to watch, especially in his interviews. The kid is so fun. But you also have an extremely talented Nketiah. You also have Balogun out on loan in France doing incredible things. Trossard just recently coming in and doing very good for Arsenal as a backup. And Smith Rowe, who is also hopefully back from his injuries and doing well. Fabio Vieira, just like Saliba, I watched his season before he joined Arsenal. He was a god at Porto. His left foot was incredible at the time, and he joined in, and hopefully one day we can see that level of performance over here at Arsenal too. Granit Xhaka, what a turnaround. Honestly, guys, what an absolute turnaround of a career. Someone that was booed off the stadium, going ahead and getting aggressive with the fans, and then coming back and doing as well as he has been doing. It's actually a shame that he's not going to be in a starting 11 here. He is still going to be an important player for us for a couple of years. Tomiyasu, great player, very, very good in terms of all-round. Kiwior, talented Polish centre-back. Rob Holding, everyone's favourite, basically. And yeah, then you have a bunch of youngsters here as well. Of course, I wanted to talk about every single player before I dive into this. And in terms of loaned out players, we also have the likes of Nicolas Pepe, the failed 17 million transfer. He is just not looking good at all, is he? Pablo Mari did all right, I guess. He's out on loan as well. Tavares is a great talent, could become a big player for us at some point. And then we also have the likes of Elneny, but Sambi Lokonga out on loan at Crystal Palace. Could come back as a big player. Cedric, not so much. Marquinhos, yes, big talent. Maitland-Niles had multiple chances at Arsenal, never really broke through. And then Balogun, I fully expect him to have a higher rating in the future. And then Trusty is at Birmingham, was in America before that. Patino, big talent as well. So you can just tell, man, this squad does not need any transfers in my opinion, and we're going to take it on and take it to that next level. As I do want most of the players to get experience somewhere, not just sat on a bench, we're going to send out Smith Rowe out on loan because Trossard is here to help us on the winger positions. And then we have Kivior, who is obviously a great centre-back, but he's going to Napoli, back to the Serie A. And then Hein is going away to Portland Timbers. I believe he's actually the national team goalkeeper of Estonia. And then Reiss Nelson has also left to Galatasaray. By the way, Reiss Nelson, I've seen him play for such a long time now. When did he start playing? Because I feel like he should be at least 26. It is mind-blowing. It is an incredible team. Honestly, I am just one season in, and guys, look at the growth. Gabriel Jesus, now obviously already one of the best strikers in the world. Martinelli up to an 85. Bukayo Saka is an 88 rated player already. Like, what the hell is happening here? Ødegaard up to an 88 as well. Thomas Partey, out of all these players, has gone up to an 87. Like, what? How is this happening? Zinchenko 83. I mean, not as much growth, but as a CDM, he went from 80 to 82 and grew by +1. And then Tierney +4 in the left back position. Gabriel and Saliba looking solid as ever. Ben White needs to do a little bit more alongside Zinchenko to catch up to the rest, and Ramsdale is smiling all the way through to the 86 rating. But that's not all. I've also gone ahead and on the bench, players like Tomiyasu, I've turned him into a CDM because when that day comes, the party gets too old and starts dropping in rating, I want to have someone there that can take over that position straight away. So I think that is a great plan. And then we obviously have Fabio Vieira on the 79 rating as a backup to the likes of Ødegaard at some point, if that is ever going to be necessary. But guys, that's not all. If we go into the Europa League standings for the first season, Arsenal is in the final against Inter, which we will play in just a little bit. And in the Premier League, they have done what they've done in real life. I mean, let's be honest here. Does anyone actually believe that Arsenal is going to still drop out? Like, I doubted them for long enough, but let me know in the comments down below. I personally really want them to win it because I just don't care when Manchester City win it. I've said it multiple times. It just doesn't surprise me. It doesn't evoke any emotion in me. But if Arsenal can go ahead and win it, if they actually become a really strong team, I'd love for Liverpool to get strong again and compete against them rather than City. I don't know. It's not a personal thing. It's just that I just don't care about City. But Arsenal would be lovely to battle against alongside the Manchester Uniteds, of course. But of course, there's a long way. I mean, as a Liverpool fan, I should not be talking about titles at all. Having said that, great job right here for our team. And going into the Europa League final, can we grab a double this season? A significant one against a strong team. Come on. Yes. Gabriel Jesus, 108th minute. Arsenal win. Yet another title. You can tell this team is pure quality. And I want to showcase to you guys as well how the players on loan have done, because we cannot forget about those. So going down to the loanees, you can see that Smith Rowe has gone up to an 81. Pepe, nothing happened there. Tavares +2. Sambi with the +2. And then we have Marquinhos doing well at Norwich. And Reiss Nelson up to a 75 alongside Balogun, who's also up to a 75. But as soon as these guys come back, most of them will go out on loan again. Let's dive into Season 2. This season's loan dealings. Tavares going to Porto. Marquinhos to Atletico Madrid. Balogun to Frankfurt. Patino over to Trabzon. And then we have a bunch of youngsters like Coffee going out to Cadiz. And then Sambi to Leipzig, where he could actually do well. Okonkwo, who currently plays in Austria, over to Lorient. And those are the deals we have done by our team. Man, I cannot wait to see what the ratings are going to be like by the end of the season. I expect at least 2 players above 90. In Season 2, sadly, Manchester City have stopped us from winning the Champions League title, guys. And that is obviously not ideal, but hopefully we have been able to retain the Premier League. No, we haven't. They have stolen 2 trophies off of us. Okay, Man City, I see you. And I'm coming for you, Pep. Arteta has done it once, he can do it again. 78 points is okay, but it's not obviously what we wanted here. And I am looking at a team that looks just wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say at this stage. That attack is ridiculous. Odegaard is obviously up to a 90. I don't understand how Thomas Partey is still going up here. Is it because I'm using him in a center midfield position and the game kind of glitches him to continuously grow? What is that? That's unbelievable. The guy's only 30. Zinchenko up to an 85 at this stage. I don't know why I changed him to a CDM if he plays center mid. I'm making some weird decisions here. Anyways, it seems to work, so why change? But it seems like Jorginho is getting plenty of playtime. He's up to an 87 as a 32-year-old. Makes sense. He was third in Ballon d'Or. Surely should be 87 rated. And then, yeah, defensively, it's solid. It's not incredible. We have Saliba, who looks insane. But the rest of the defensive line has to catch up to him at this point. And the bench is not bad either. Even a Granit Xhaka, who's 31, has gone up in his rating, which is great to see. And I've been able to keep a bunch of the players in the club. And goals-wise, Martinelli is the number 1. Saka is there with the number 2 position. Probably the best player this season alongside Odegaard. So lots of good things coming in from Arsenal right here. Despite no trophies this time around, I'm still proud of this team. And I gotta say, we can look at these loaned out players. I mean, that is some kit. Wow, that is an incredible kit. But having said that, Patino gone up to a 72. Kivior now 75. Nelson looking solid away from home. Balogun on a 77. Marquinhos will be back soon. Tavares could be a great improvement for the team at some point. Who knows? And Lokonga is a good option as well. So looking at Smith Rowe, that's great. I actually had to loan out Tomiyasu. He forced his way out. He actually went to the team that has won titles. Hey, Tomiyasu, how does it feel, pal? Let's get into the next season and bring him back. Well, my friends, European glory is still not to be. 2025. We are here looking at a team that doesn't have a cup final in May. And a team that seems to have struggled against Porto. Out of all the teams, Porto, Liverpool has kicked us out of the cup. But how? Like, I honestly think we have one of the best teams in world football right now. How is this possible? The attack is impeccable. The midfield, I don't know how this guy is doing it. How is Thomas Partey going up so much in his ratings? Zinchenko up to an 87, Tierney 87. The defense looks incredible. Ramsdale looks solid. The bench players are ready to go whenever they are needed. Jorginho is finally going down in his stats, which is okay, totally understandable. And we obviously still have players out on loan, as you can clearly tell here. Loads of them have gone out on loan and are still waiting for their chances to showcase their abilities within this team, but it wasn't enough this time around. 27-6, Martinelli 25-6, Gabriel Jesus has done well, Odegaard has come in with a good season as well, and Premier League football, how do things go there? Only second. Mate, next season, I want to win it all. This is unacceptable. Our team is way too good. No transfers so far. It will not happen. But Arsenal need to step it up again, man. That first season was incredible. What happened? Played against AS Roma, won that one. Losing against Real Madrid or not? Hold on a second. A comeback in a second matchup. Barcelona is going to beat us in the first as well. I can feel it. Oh no, they aren't. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, it is. Arsenal have finally done it. Guys, this team, honestly, if it sticks together, there are so many titles that they could be going for in the future. I'm not saying they're going to be dominating football for years to come, but Arsenal is an exciting prospect that many players would want to join, especially if you consider young players seeing other young players being capable of winning a trophy this big in the Premier League when others are spending hundreds of millions. That is exceptional to see. I'm not saying Arsenal are not spending. They are spending, but still, it doesn't seem as crazy. We have lost in the cup final against United there, which is okay as long as we have done well in the Premier League here. Come on. Second. Man City again, man. Freaking Man City. Anyways, we are playing against Juventus here in the Champions League final. It's gonna be Harry Kane. Oh, Spurs v Arsenal. Let's go. Chiesa, Gravenberch, Fagioli. We have Merino, Rafa, Martinez, Kimpembe, De Vrij, and Szczesny. Our team obviously looks insane. I actually end up changing the formation to the one where we actually have CDMs, and Thomas Partey kept on going. I honestly don't know what kind of drugs this man is taking. He's 32, he's still growing, and he might just be an incredible player when we do dive into gameplay, along with Zinchenko. The entire front line, apart from Gabriel Jesus, is 5-star, and Balogun is on the bench. Smith Rowe is ready to roll. Marquinhos looking good. Vieira is ready. And Tomiyasu looks incredible as well. While some other players on the bench, on the reserves, I should say, are also players that could easily play starting lineup football somewhere else. And that is the level of a Champions League football team. But having said that, we need to see this real quick. It is Gabriel Jesus. All right, buddy. You've done well. I can't wait to play with this team, with Jesus coming in with those green shoes. Martinelli, 26 and 9. Green ones as well. Must be a Brazilian thing. Bukayo Saka, 24 and 16. 40 goal contributions. This kid is special. Now, though, this team needs to take on their final opponents. Champions League final. Juve. Let's do this. Dennis Bergkamp being shown in front of the Arsenal fans. The tifo looks good. A player with absolute class. Someone that could basically do anything in that forward position. And at the first touch of a god, as we could tell by one of the craziest clips that he had, I believe, against Newcastle. So, today, we need to showcase what our abilities are. Arsenal, with no transfers, have been able to win the Premier League, have been able to win the Europa League, and now it's time to get the biggest one of them all. It is the Champions League. Really good football here from Juventus. Down the wing they come. Vlahovic and others in great positions, and we do go down 1-0. Juventus running down that left-hand side. Good passing play, and I just didn't switch players fast enough. Right there, I should have swapped and gotten closer to the man that played the assist. It is Chiesa, someone that was injury-ridden for quite some time. Now back at Juventus, I believe, and healthy. Oh, goodbye. That man has been sent to the shops. Closing down the passing lanes. They are getting lucky here. I do not enjoy this one bit. You've got to be kidding. Thank you, Saliba or Gabriel, for blocking that one. Ramsdale picks it up, throws it forward. Beautiful throw. Straight into the chest of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel, can he find Ødegaard with that pass? He might be able to. Ødegaard cuts back onto his left, and he finishes it. The equalizer has come. The captain has scored. An amazing throw from Ramsdale, leading into a great attack for Arsenal. 1-1. We're back into it, my friends. Again, Juventus. Man, this team is good. It is really good. They have Gravenberch. They have KDB in midfield. It is so strong. It's very hard to get onto the ball when they get going. That is apparently mine. I thought that was definitely out for them, but it's okay. Martinelli, great turn. Zinchenko, Thomas Partey. All the way to the right. And here goes Ben White. Finds Partey. This is great footy here. Ødegaard, his finish, lands in front of Martinelli. And then Ødegaard again. Big chance after big chance. We nearly had him there. Bukayo, cross coming in towards Gabriel. Bukayo, I'm looking for you again. We're going to have some fun together. Bukayo cuts in. Lovely work. Here's Bukayo again. Still going. He's getting taken down, or they try to. This is incredible football. And then Thomas Partey to finish it. Honestly, this Arsenal team plays some magical footy. Yes. Thomas Partey wins that one. Ødegaard and others joining in as Martinelli just sprints away from people. The Brazilian is having too much fun, and the back heel, the Rabona pass, leading to a late winner for Arsenal. 85th minute. It's the captain once more. What else do you want? Honestly, it's incredible to see the story of Ødegaard, man. He was at Real Madrid, then got loaned out to like Heerenveen and stuff. And now look at him, leading a team to the Premier League title, and for me, to the Champions League title. Saliba chasing down Vlahovic. Last chance for Juve. They're not going to get anything out of it, I thought at first, but then I messed up. So, who knows what's going to happen here. Juve get another shot, and it is Ramsdale keeping us with our hands on that trophy. The goalkeepers come out for this one. They're taking this one very serious. It's whipped in. It's Martin Odegaard getting onto the ball, and he also now gets to lift the trophy. At the end of the day, you just got to congratulate Arsenal for building an incredible team. The people up top have made the right decisions with transfers. Ever since the Pepe disaster, things have changed around and they trusted the process. So, Arsenal, well done. This will possibly be you at some point in the future. Incredible talent within the squad. Now the big question is going to be, can they hold on to their big youngsters? Because obviously huge teams like the likes of Real Madrid, for example, love to pick up these players that are on the up but also already world stars. So guys, thank you so much for watching this one. Arsenal once again has proven their worth on the pitch, and I will leave you with that picture right there. Have a good one, take care, and peace.